Southern Tour.
Like always, this is where most of our trips originate. This is Brown's Country Buffet in Alachua, Florida. From here, we begin our trip after we get our bellies full. Here's one page of our itinerary for today. It's just a timeline, kind of keeps us on schedule. There's one of our maps, and today we're doing 286 miles to Columbus, Georgia. That ain't too much. One more quick stop here in Fort White. We meet up with Cliff and Lynn.
Glenn, where are we at?
We're standing outside of Harvey's Supermarket over here next to the Citgo.
In Dawson?
Dawson, Georgia.
Yeah, Dawson, Georgia. Michael, get it.
Now we had to make a quick stop at the local Harley Davidson shop. We passed our motel on the way to here, but we're in Columbus.
That's good.
Columbus, Georgia, with Antonio.
That's right. That's our host for tonight.
It's 7 o'clock and Tony can still count.
Yeah!
This is a neat little restaurant, Country Barbecue on Broad. And they got part of a bus back there, and that's where they put us, kind of keep the noise level down.
I'm going for the wedgie salad.
What's up, Wes?
Where you eat your salad, somebody gives you a wedgie.
You know what? Wayne's hands got stained from his ribs.
Now, after we ate, this was pretty neat. We didn't know it, we didn't see any information on it, but they were having some type of celebration downtown. So, this is our next stop, downtown.
Boy, what are you looking at that swan's butt for?
Well, we had a lot to do the next day, so we didn't see the concert. We started walking the Riverwalk, and then we headed back to our motel room. Alright, day 2, Columbus to Gadsden. There's our itinerary, there's our map, and folks, that 203.6 miles, it never happened. We had flooded roads, we had messed up GPS, we had a lot of traveling. We definitely added a lot of miles today between flooded roads, backtracking, but Vicky and Tony kept us going.
Get over there and stand next to him, Vicky. You look like Mom and Pa Kevin.
But with our group, we're still going to have fun, man. Now, here we are in the town of New Site. And just before we got here, there was a big park, Horseshoe Bend National Military Park. I think that's where all these bikes are coming from, because when we went by, there was a lot of bikes there. And man, the roads are nice. Even though it's wet, the roads, we're having a great time, man. A great time. know what I was thinking when I seen this. I was thinking, oh shit. But it ended up working out great. I'm glad we were going this direction. Now the reason in this next clip why we went to this little town is Leland lost his kickstand somewhere, so we had to go hunt his kickstand down.
Says everybody having fun.
Every
Hey,
day.
he's cleaning up the rest of Leland's bike out there.
We're just bitches, not bitches. See Willie G's on my
Alright, this footage I gotta put in. I mean, hey, it's all fogged up and everything else, but this is one of the examples of a BDR. In this case, it was a BDDR. Big Damn Dog Road. These are the roads that you turn and they get smaller and smaller as you ride on them. And they keep getting smaller. And things aren't quite looking right. Like, for instance, right here, now we're in dirt. Well, I had to tell everybody to turn around. I made sure they didn't follow me here. And what's kind of neat, when you listen very carefully on the video here, it's on the GoPro so you don't hear it too good. You can hear Ed say, "Get back on your bike," because of the BDDR. Now this is quite a few miles up the road. I just couldn't keep my camera out because of all the rain, but we still had a great ride.
Y'all ride horses, I thought he said.
What did he say?
Y'all want to buy some oysters?
Oh, y'all want to buy some oysters?
I thought he was talking about riding horses. Vicky knew exactly what he was saying.
I'd like to ride some horses. I'm like, no, we gotta go.
Maybe you can ride horses and eat oysters at the same time.
Vicky says, we can't ride horses, we gotta go.
Right here is where we ended up running into a lot of flooded roads again, where we had to make some detours. So we spent about 45 minutes, but we had fun.
We're in Gadsden.
If I remember right, this is the Gadsden Inn. And man, I will go back to this place again. Once we make this video, we'll have a web page and we'll have all the links and maps of our trip.
I've seen Harley's made. I've seen Harley's destroyed.
Where we at, Marsh?
We're in Gadsden, Alabama, at the Gadsden Inn.
Cliffy. Anything to say?
Time for Fireball.
Damn,
That's
time
right.
for a whiskey and Coke too. You get wet, Leland? Oh, that's just to hold me, ain't it?
That's to get me started.
Oh, okay.
Now we're going to spend 2 nights here. And right now everybody's unloaded. Everybody had a drink or two. And now we're going to go out and eat. And the fun begins.
It was about 2:30.
Columbus was, the ride from Columbus was pretty wet, but
Hi, Michael. Today is Tony
They've
Walker's
been
birthday.
big for a
His
long
29th birthday for the 35th time.
We have a special birthday right here. Tony!
Tony! Happy birthday!
After we celebrated Tony's birthday, we headed on back to the motel and we had a few drinks and some good times and just plain cutting up. Wow, I don't think Tony knew it was his birthday. Well, this is our next day, day 3, and we're going to spend a night here at the same motel, but we're going to check out Barber Motorcycle Museum.
Yeah, this crazy woman screaming. All they had at that Minimart over there was that street stuff.
How's the birthday boy this morning?
That's what we asked him.
If you're in the area, you have to check these falls out. They're pretty nice. I didn't expect it over here.
Where are we?
We're at Nakatala Falls Park,
Boys are coming out.
somewhere in Alabama. Somewhere in Alabama.
And we got birthday boy.
Little Linus, yeah.
Linus, it's going to be your birthday the rest
He's
of the
behaving.
trip.
Happy
Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Linus. Happy birthday to you.
Where are the girl doves?
This one.
Come on,
This
Peter.
is a girl.
Come on, girlie.
They're shopping.
It's better to do one at a time.
Time to move on. All right, one group picture and let's go. All right, let's move on to the next stop. I got to stop here a second and say, I tell you, Marcia spent hours and hours, weeks on this, looking at trips, looking at Google Earth for dirt roads, and setting up hotel accommodations. Well, we pulled over here because it looked like we're going to get wet. And the only wet we got was probably from the sweat wearing our rain gear.
Yeah, I heard something backfire.
If you're in the area, you should check out this museum. It was neat.
Did you just see the room?
I didn't.
Okay, this is a picture of us in front of the park. I took this one, and since I'm never in the pictures, that's me with Marcia. Karen took that one for me. Hey, to me, riding is back roads. These are back roads. This was neat, but unfortunately, once again, we had a flooded road, which we had to change everything, and I kind of got lost.
Happy birthday, dear Ranger. Happy birthday to you.
Wow, one of my best friends. I had no idea. Nor did he.
Whose birthday was it?
And Harvey. Junior Ranger.
Junior Ranger.
Once again, some nice back roads, but here we're stopping to put our rain gear back on. But it's still fun, folks.
Hell no. This was the only place, the next place we had.
Yeah, and that right there would have got us all.
Like,
Oh, it's from the canoe.
Hi, Mike. Wonderful weather we're having here.
are you
As
hungry?
soon as we put on our rain gear, it quit raining.
Yeah.
Alright, back to our motel for the night. And the one thing you don't see a lot of, we do a lot of partying and have fun outside. It's just a pain carrying the camera all the time.
Hey everyone, we're having a blast.
I'm cracking up right now. I never seen these guys this quiet.
Birthday boy! Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday, Junior Ranger! Happy birthday to you!
I knew this wasn't going to turn.
This is Monday. It's day 4 of our trip. And I'll tell you, we're going to go visit the Caverns, DeSoto State Park. Oh, some nice roads there, but I was scared to pull my camera out. Wimp. Here's some folks we met that are from Florida.
Everybody having fun?
Yep.
All right, I'm getting used to it. Whose birthday is it going to be today?
All here at the Rainbow Car Wash.
It's a car wash, baby.
And we'll get a free vacuum on our bike.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. I just didn't like those parking spots.
But I think it's bad everywhere.
What is it, Little River Canyon?
Park. Little River Canyon Park.
Doing the banana. Yeah.
Here.
Side, the other finger.
This side?
Car coming.
No. Car coming, y'all.
Oh, here. Okay.
All right, slide it to the left.
said, get your ass out of there.
That's Kim.
Please do not.
Yeah.
Someone going up that mountain though, it started looking like an evil face.
Looks like
You know, it's adventure all the way. We're having some nice roads. We're having lots of fun, man. Well, at this point, I have tried 2 restaurants, and each time I pull up, they're closed. I'm thinking the word cannibalism right now. It's getting bad. Let me tell you, with a few of my members in our group, man, they're good old buddies, but when you don't feed them, there's mutiny about to happen. You certainly don't use the word bite me there. I don't know right now. Hey, yeah, what was that restaurant? That one here? Okay. Right there? Yeah, right there.
guy right there, I believe. Is that it? Buffett?
He wants a buffet.
Yeah. Hey guys, I didn't get that with Ed with the birthday thing. Can you do it again?
Yeah,
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Ranger. Happy birthday to you.
All right, I got them fed. I got a few more hours, I guess. We're heading over to the Caverns now. This is pretty interesting. This was a neat place, and the guide we had, she rocked.
You do that. Go stand there and you all leave the cave.
I used to have a dry bean that looked just like a fat tick. And you go up to somebody and tell them, wait a minute, they steal, and then pinch on them again.
Now draw.
You know, we still got to find a liquor store too. I mean, it has gotten critical.
Hey, did you see on one of those roads that tornado hatch? It was in the yard?
No.
Did you see it? What was that with that wire all around? I'm not sure about that. But this thing to hold on to. Sequoia was born in Tennessee, but he spent a lot of time here. He had a farm down the road in Fort Payne a while. The Cherokee didn't have an alphabet. See how the water.
Now, we enjoyed this, and some of the statements we heard her say was people called and asked, have you moved? But one thing about it, it was nice and cool.
She's got a camera.
Camera here, camera there.
I can do the camera
Well,
if you'd like.
I got it pretty much. Yeah.
Years ago, we flooded on Labor Day, just way more rain than the ground could hold at a time. Yeah. A lot of people would have been turning around here, because we would have had to climb up and crawl. I see.
Yeah, had the blind fish and roll white.
I heard about that.
We went there, and then we went
Looked like
back
carp.
to the one where we rode in the Jeep back there.
They don't like it. They crack it open? No. They put it on the ground and you eat it.
They don't crack things open. They're not squirrels.
Oh my God, look at the rooster with his feathers up.
Yeah.
Looks like a lion.
See the peacock there?
How puffed up he is.
All right, as one of my buddies says, move along, move along. There's nothing here to see. Let's go on towards Cloud Mountain. Let's ride. All right, we're getting back on our route. I think that's the road right here we came from before. We're going through Mentone right now. Question: why do I let the video go on and on and on? Simple, because it's about back roads and riding. Enjoy. I believe it's called Cloudland Canyon. This is neat. We're not far from our motel right now. This is the last stop of the day, so we got plenty of time here. We're by Trenton, Georgia. It's real close to the Tennessee border. Now this is really cool. If you haven't been here, I suggest that you visit it. And again, once again, the topic of the day or the evening is, where is the liquor store? Trenton, Georgia. We are home for the night. Let the fun begin.
Gonna go to the
The only bad thing is time is flying. Today's Tuesday, it's day 5, we're going to Cedartown, and here's our route. Now we did check out Lookout Mountain, we spent a lot of time there. We were doing some exploring. Most of this ride up to Lookout Mountain is on Lookout Mountain Parkway. Here we're at the Incline Railway, and it's pretty neat. You need to check it out. And there's a great little restaurant at the bottom of the hill.
Yeah, just don't.
Michael, who did you ask?
Just sit down.
Railway, the world's steepest passenger incline railway, and America's most amazing mile. Our incline car will travel nearly 1 mile, straight up the...
And here we're at the bottom of the hill, and I finally decided. I've had 2 brand new GPSs and they let me down. I found out I could get my money back on the last one, so tomorrow I'll be buying a new GPS from Harley this time.
Oh yeah. To the sweet southern tour.
You know what? I'm telling you right now, Ed is sweating that one.
Well, I tried to buy him a birthday hat. Hey, Ed.
Trying the milk carton?
Hey, somebody pull Cliff's finger, will you?
No.
He's in the front of the line.
We gotta get a picture, Mike. Is it me?
Yes, it is, baby.
Yes, indeed.
Hold on, let me get. I don't even think it's but a couple 100 yards from the Incline Railway, and you have Point Park here. This is another thing you need to check out when you're here. It's pretty neat. Check the view out. And boy, listening to war stories. Wow.
Holy cow, would you just not love to... Now look at that.
Michael, there's barges down there.
Mikey, go look at the barges. He's being still.
I'm looking around and I look down and what scares me? Glenn right there.
Train cars right here, man.
This area you'll see.
See 'em?
Where?
Right in here. These are tankers. Bringing supplies, oils, whatever.
Let me see.
Train. See 'em? The trains.
Oh,
See 'em right there? That's the end of the line right there. It's like a yard there where
Walk down this incline and do this. This is
You paid $15 to ride the rail down. We'll have to walk it.
Do they have an elevator?
I don't think so.
Gonna throw you a rope.
No, I'm done with that stuff.
Oh, here's the elevators, Mike.
now,
Yeah?
what was fought for, you know? And that was all flat. Yeah. See everybody walking around everywhere.
All right, now we're headed to Cedartown. Why Cedartown? Because that was kind of halfway down there and we didn't want to make it too much riding. And my GPS again is messing me all up. But you know I did my homework. Guess what they got? They got a damn liquor store there. Right here the road goes through some military park. Really looks pretty neat. The only problem is we're running out of time, so we got to push forward. I said, my GPS, well, it's let me down right and left. Thank God Ed bought a GPS at the same time, but we're still having problems. Now, don't get me wrong, I carry maps all the time, but the reason for the GPS is for all these little back roads we're taking. Cedartown, this is our halfway point to LaGrange. Again, we ended up enjoying the heated pool, and we ended up cutting up outside, and then it was another day. Well, we arrived at Cedartown. We had a great meal at one of the restaurants. We enjoyed the pool and some adult beverages. Here's our map. And this next scene will be the next morning when we're getting ready to get underway. Wednesday, day 6. We're leaving Cedartown and heading to LaGrange. And LaGrange rocks.
Good morning, it's time to rise and shine. I'm rising, she's shining. Together we're rise and shine. Where are we at, buddy?
I have no idea. I just follow you.
It's located in Georgia.
I know we're in Georgia. Cedartown?
Cavetown, I think.
Well, I guess maybe I didn't know where we're at. We're at Cave Springs, not Cavetown.
What is that thing? The Fable Billy Goat Gruff? More stuff over here. You can walk on there's a bridge across there.
But the only one.
I thought I had all the bases closed,
That's a bed and
but
breakfast.
apparently they're not open. But our buddy Cliff, he has a lot of relatives,
Part of
man.
our birthday party.
Oh, y'all have birthdays?
Uh-huh.
I quit that a long time ago.
Easy for two of us, keep changing. Thank you.
They're paying it.
They got it.
I'll take all I can get.
Here you go, buddy.
I think they want it to go too.
How long are you going to stay here?
I'll stay here, you come out.
There you go.
Lock the door behind us when we get in.
I'm gonna be over on
Fend for yourself, boys.
Man, it's cold.
Good thing you got your Snickers on, Wayne.
Watch that water mud. Ed. Just like a boy. Yes. Stop.
Watch it.
Where'd it go?
What's crawling on a rock?
I know that guy at the gas station. I have lived across the road from him all my life. I don't live there now, but my mother still lives on Scotland. That color right there, that rusty color. And I'm thinking somebody got a bad.
All right, we're leaving Cavetown here, and that was the longest red light I think I ever been in my life. I just like listening to my pipes. Don't they sound great? That GoPro makes them sound real good. Real life, they don't sound anything like this. Sure sounds good right now. Alright, it's time to feed. I stopped somewhere else, but my buddy Wayne pointed out this is all you can eat.
You're not eating.
That's your.
Now at the restaurant, Karen was saying she's having issues with her bike. So instead of continuing our route, we beelined it here to the Great South Harley Davidson. Hey, great place to stop. I believe the flag was at half-staff because of the tornadoes in Oklahoma. There's our group, and here we're let loose in the store. And that is not always a good thing.
Not yet.
You put sugar in the cereal, didn't you?
Be wary of the man dancing alone. I tried this much. Yeah, I walked up to the lady at the merchandise counter.
Hey, Michael. It's the Great South Harley Davidson. Woo!
This is our first day in LaGrange. We dropped Karen's bike off, then we headed back to the motel. We went out and ate, and we had quite a few drinks. Well, we went to our motel, and apparently I didn't do much videotaping. Here's the next morning. We're staying in LaGrange for 3 days, and we're coming back, baby.
So, hey, how does this work? Can you add $1 or so to it?
And this is where Rachel started the SpongeBob tattoo.
Patrick and SpongeBob, best friends forever.
Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Glenn.
You know what really cracks me up here? Glenn really didn't care too much about this. But when he seen the dessert, look at him, man. He's gonna feast. He's happy, man.
Wait. Okay.
Alright, it's time to check out Newman. And our next stop is gonna be the Great South Harley Davidson.
Horse pucky.
There the first day.
Where y'all from and where you traveling?
Gainesville, Florida.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Mike riding around. Bacon. Chocolate covered bacon.
I went to school.
Chocolate covered
Yeah,
bacon.
good.
Is that really?
Called a slice of heaven.
Boat bikers. Guinea pig.
Yeah, that's what they do, the walking.
Yeah, the Walking Dead, yes. Oh, yeah.
Not.
Alright, we had to go back to Great South and we dropped off, no, we went and picked up Karen's bike. And here's the guys, what are they up to?
We ain't had that many beer, have we?
No. Beers?
Yeah.
Beers. Oh, shit. Come on. Holy crap, you got
Alright, with us here, we're probably about 12 miles from the Great South Harley Davidson. We picked up Karen's bike and we've run into issues. And, you know, that stuff happens. So here we are, we're making the best of it, and we're getting ready to go back to the Great South Harley Davidson.
Taking a break.
Cold beer, good friends, hot women, and busted bikes.
Okay, I can't wait to hear the road today.
Picnic tables and shelters.
There you go.
Yeah, that's fun.
Your life hands you lemons, break open the tequila.
Great
They
stuff.
need to run it out like back
sweet
in the
something.
bottle.
Vicky's being
Don't ask me wrong.
Come on, baby! Chug, 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 chug!
That's the smallest one. But except for the six pack.
No matter.
Yeah, sure.
Chug, 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 chug,
Hey,
chug.
this is what we came up here for. We came to this Mid-Mart. Every year we come here.
It's a family vacation.
It is.
Hang out the minute.
Yeah, what she said.
That's right. Drink your beer out of a brown bag.
All right, here we're back at the Great South. We dropped Karen's bike off one more time. They're going to keep it overnight. And no sense we all stay here. The rest of them are heading back to the motel. All right, this is day 8. It's Friday, and we got this route all planned out. And somewhere in there, I think we pick up Karen's bike.
You know he's gonna look.
Pine Mountain trip, and it ended up making it in Road Bike magazine.
Well, we had to stop here to get some supplies.
And a big thanks to Ride Like a Pro. Jerry, I was able to do my U-turn right away.
That's all.
We're only a few miles from the little White House right here, and I tell you, these roads like this one right here, man, I love going through them. This is nice. This is one of the spots Franklin D. Roosevelt used to come to, I guess just to get away. Here we are, and we're seeing the same views he used to, and here are the girls with a little picture with him. Now in the video, I haven't been putting a lot of pictures on, so if you go to our website, which we will have of this, and we'll have a lot more pictures of the trip here. Now here we're at the Little White House where Franklin D. Roosevelt used to come to. Here they showed the modifications they did so he could drive his car. This is neat. Every state sent a stone, and they did a plaque with the stone from their state. Our next stop is Warm Springs. Karen and Ed, they're leaving to go back to the Great South Harley Davidson and pick up Mr. Rod.
You should see the little motorcycles in here. They're frames.
And here we are, the great little town of Warm Springs. Check it out if you can. Now we definitely checked out the museum, which you'll see in a few minutes. And the guy that owns the museum owns all of this. His name's Preston. He's cool, and we were lucky. He gave us a personal tour of the museum. I'll take another Ultra. Marcia, did you want another Ultra?
When I get my food.
Okay.
On a Honda.
Are we going to do the museum? Yeah.
Yeah, we might as well.
I'll tell you what, Preston has quite a collection. This wasn't in the museum, but it's part of his collection. Speaking about Preston, there he is right now.
Mickey's got some Neosporin for that. I get a room.
We got one.
Back corner. Yeah, so the ice cream is in that back corner.
Here's our tour of the museum by Preston. Hey, we seen Barberville, we seen some good stuff. But I tell you, when you get a good old hometown, and you get somebody like Preston telling you all about it, priceless.
Like a motorcycle, you know.
Sidecar and all.
Sidecar, and I look at, and to top it off, here you are.
Leather jacket and all.
Never missed in all the time I played, man.
Oh.
That's not, you can't say that today, right, Steph?
What a beautiful piece of furniture.
Really. It's good music.
This has all the desks you want. I got lots of desks everywhere. Like whatever song.
Got the picture, we'll show you.
I just bought this one. I don't know if anybody's buying it besides me. I think who's buying it. That's the Loud American Roadhouse. And if you look carefully, you'll see what it's about. It's what's behind the scenes. You see the first picture there? You see that we got her hair blonde, but it's actually black. And she got the blue dress, you know. And that's a president. And you see what he's got in his hands.
Now I know Lynn used to ride, but she's really getting into this right now.
There you go.
I can't see.
Alright, it's time to head on. There's a place me and Marcia found when we came up here a few years ago. It's Jones Mill. This is a neat place. I pray that the bridge is still there, that they haven't rebuilt it. Let's head on. Still got the same old bridge. Here we're coming up to Jones Mill. Now I tell you, to me, this is one of my favorite pictures, and I even got it on our Motorcycle Freedom YouTube page. I love this. This is what it's about. Well, here we are on the bridge, and like I said, I really like this bridge. And looking at everybody's face,
entrances and seeing how they're taking pictures. I think everybody else here is really taking this in and enjoying it. It's kind of long still.
Well, delete that. I meant the one of you. Is it okay?
Like I said, on our webpage, we'll have more pictures, but it's time to move on, folks. Alright, we're going to head on over to Tifton now. What you don't see right now is we all got them SpongeBob tattoos on. You'll have to go over to our webpage and click on the photos. This is where we put them on. Hold on, I found about 2 pictures with our SpongeBob tattoos. Here we are, bad to the bone, man. Everybody's topping off before we leave LaGrange. Oh man, I miss old LaGrange. They got some nice riding roads. I forgot why we had to stop here, but I do remember we had to stop here.
Hold up, it ain't on yet. Now.
You know what's funny? I'm laughing at Tony's tattoo, but you remember that SpongeBob with Rachel? Everybody has one. Now last time we made the trip over here, we seen this little sign, one of those historic signs, and we went back here, and this sure enough is where Charles Lindbergh first did his solo flight, bought one of his planes.
Get a good picture of the road there, Mike?
Yeah. Hey, Wayne, you ain't hungry, are you?
I'm always hungry.
He's honest.
This has been more than 15 minutes.
tell you something. Buffet connoisseur, this place is great. There's not a lot of, options, but it's great. Now here, I'm getting a tour of Tifton Harley Davidson. This is upstairs. They've got a party area. This is cool. Gainesville ain't that far away. Kind of sad right now. This will be our last night, Tifton, Georgia. Then we'll be going to the Raging Cajun. We've been there before. That's a regular day trip out of Gainesville, so have a little alcohol tonight. Every night.
Well, this is what happens when you fall asleep around this tree.
I got me a jacket. Look at my jacket. I'm a jacket person. She goes right to a jacket.
It's like patting.
Marcia, why don't you just throw that right on there?
The outside's soft. Oh, you freaked me out. I see your shag.
You the man. You the man.
No, I'm the hamburger with heart on.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dwayne. Happy birthday to you.
Wow, I'm doing the editing on this trip. This is day 10. Folks, this is our last day. And you know what? It's kind of bringing me down. But I'm all pumped up for another road trip, and we got a few more coming up. Alright, we're heading back to Gainesville and Alachua. Our next stop is the Raging Cajun. Check them out. That's a cool place to go to. Well, like I said before, we tried making most all the roads back roads. And here we are at the Raging Cajun. And this is our last scheduled stop before we get home. This is it, isn't it?
Yes, it's been wonderful.
Ready to go home, Wayne?
I'm ready to see my wife. But all good things must come to an end. It's been a great 10 days.
Ain't it?
Yeah.
I had a great time. Wish it wasn't ending so soon. At Alta.
Reality sucks.
Anything to add, Ed?
Yeah, riding all day, partying all night. Doesn't get much better than that.
All right, Tony. Let it rip.
Let it rip. How do you start? I mean, such a great trip, this sweet southern,
SpongeBob, birthday.
and we can, yeah, that's right. Evidence. That could happen to you too.
The 10 days where
Thank you.
everybody had a birthday.
Yeah.
That was good planning.
What was that, Wayne?
Oh, all the birthdays we had, yeah.
Everybody, in 10 days, everybody had a birthday.
I bet that could go in the Guinness Book of Records.
Cliff had 2.
You had 2 birthdays?
Yeah, I had 2 this year.
I had one.
Southern SpongeBob birthday tour.
Damn, it's fine anyway.
Lynn, you got anything to add?
Nope.
Nope?
No.
So what you say?
Satisfied.
She had a birthday too.
Yeah,
Big
you had.
birthday last night.
Marcia?
It's been fun. I could do this for a month or more, but it's time to go home.
Yeah.
It was fun. Good memories.
Time to get under our own covers.
Yes. I'll be in vacation, post-vacation syndrome.
Oh, hold on. Let me turn it on. I didn't hit.
Well, it was time to call it an end. And like I said earlier, oh man, I'm ready to ride. I hope this makes you guys feel like riding. Woohoo! And this is our last stop. Here we are on the outskirts of Lake City, Florida.
Birthday to you.
Oh, me and you. Happy birthday to you and you and you.
To me. Happy birthday to me.
Now, We all go home and give ourselves a present.
Yeah. I think we gave ourselves a present.
We did.